Hey everybody, GReimer here, coming at you once again from Cerro Gordo Zoo, doing some more work here on the zoo, playing a little bit of ZAWA for your eyeballs and ear holes to enjoy. Hopefully you guys are all having a wonderful Friday, and for those of you in the United States, hopefully you had a good and wonderful and happy-filled Thanksgiving. Hopefully you got to hang out with your family and spend some time with them. It's always a good time. Good time. My wife actually made some kind of green fluff dessert thing. I don't know what's in it. It tastes like either green jello or I guess green jello is probably the only thing that could be in it. Green jello and something is mixed in there. Whatever, it tastes pretty good, so she did a good job on that, so thank you for that. That was amazing. If you're watching, Hellcat, thank you. But yeah, hopefully you guys all had a wonderful Thanksgiving. I had a pretty good one, but we got some building we got to do here. We got some stuff we got to do in the zoo. There's stuff we got to get to, so without any further ado, let's get on to recapping what we did last week and then focusing on what we're going to do this week. Last week, we built this place right here. Now, this is the platypi exhibit. It turns out that they're actually in the game. I didn't know that until just a little bit ago, and then I ended up running into a few of them when I was out looking for a giant salamander. Didn't find the giant salamander, but I did find some platypi, so look at that. We got 3 of them, I believe. Right there, yep, 3 of them. Platypus. All 3 of them. And you guys once again killed it with the names, okay? It made it very easy to name these things. Ow, I just smashed my face right into that. It made it very easy for me to name these things because you guys absolutely killed it in the comment section once again. I greatly appreciate that. It makes my life so much easier. So let's go down and name these things. As usual, I have to emphasize that I apologize if I do not select your name. There's only 3 platypi that I have, and I haven't seen any other ones the entire series. So I had to pick, and you guys overwhelmed me again, and I love it. I love it. It's great. But I'd like to give a little shout out here to Shelly1987, who suggested that we name one Steve, after Steve Irwin. And I like that name. This is not the first animal we've named Steve in the zoos that I'm building. If anyone can put down in the comments section, what was the other animal in Wildwood that we named after Steve Irwin? And for the next one, we're gonna name this one Doofenshmirtz. Okay? I think I spelled that right. We're gonna name this one Doofenshmirtz. And apparently, and I haven't watched the cartoon before, but everybody and their Aunt Matilda was saying that I need to name one Perry. Okay, so I got a lot of Perrys in the comments section. However, we named one Perry last season, and that's the name, that's the Easter egg that changes it to look like the platypus and Phineas and Ferb, right? That's the teal one with the detective hat on. Well, he's always going up against Dr. Doofenshmirtz. So we're going to be naming one Doofenshmirtz this season as his rival, you know, his villain. Oh, and thank you to Puppet Master 13 for suggesting that. Like I said, I haven't watched the show, so I'm just relying on you guys for the information on that. And finally, we're going to give a shout out to Kathy Clism's ex-roommate. Okay? Kathy Clism put in the comments section that her ex-roommate said that they used to call them duck moles. Okay, so we're going to name one Duck Mole. So there we go. We got Steve, Doofenshmirtz, and Duck Mole. So thank you to everyone who submitted names. Greatly do appreciate it. But I didn't get to them if I didn't get to them this time. But keep on trying. Next week I'll have another animal for you to name. But let's go put these in the exhibit now. And landed it like a champ. How about that? Okay, so here we are in the exhibit. Let's go ahead and put the first one down here, just like that. And this is gonna be Steve. And Steve is a male. I guess that makes sense. Steve is kind of a masculine name. All right, let's go ahead and let's go ahead and throw down, not slow down. Let's go ahead and throw down Duck Mole. All right, Duck Mole is also a male. All right, and then down here we're gonna put down Doofenshmirtz. All right, and Doofenshmirtz is a female. I don't know if I think Doofenshmirtz is a dude in the cartoon, but whatever. He's a female here. Oh, look at that. The sun is setting. Creepers be creeping. I gotta get to sleeping real fast, and then we're gonna move on to the row. My gosh, haste is real. The rest of the episode. Wake up, Harrison Ford. Harrison Ford, wake up. Wake up. We got stuff to do today. We got things to build. I suppose everyone watching is probably wondering what we're going to build too. I know Harrison Fjord just can't sleep a wink just because he's staying up all night thinking about, wake up! Okay, these are some lazy beavers. Whatever. We're going to be building right here, actually. I do need to dig this back just a wee bit, like, you know, so far. Just so I can kind of get another exhibit built in right here on the side. But I don't need to like do a time lapse, I think, for this one, because what we're going to do is we're going to carve out this side right here, similar to what we did over here, because we got to add an exhibit right here for some more small rodent-like animals that like to escape. I guess they're not really rodents. But yeah, anyway, you're going to see. You're going to see. All right, let's clear this place out real quick. A whole lot of digging later, and here we go. We got this place dug out pretty good. I'm thinking it's almost about the same size, actually, as the koalas over here. Yeah, it might be a little bit smaller, but that's okay. I'm not going to be putting as many koalas in here. Well, actually, it's not even koalas I'm going to be putting in here. What am I going to be building? What is the exhibit today? Well, first off, I do have to carve this thing down. But second off, let's actually go get them out of the chest, because I don't actually have them on me right now. And then we'll talk about what we're actually building today. The three-toed sloth. That's what we're going to do today. Now, these guys, I believe, can climb. That's why I'm going to be putting them in a completely sealed enclosed enclosure. So that way they don't escape like the koalas did last season. I'm still kind of salty about that. Boy, those things took years off the end of my life. I have 4 of them, and I think I might have some more hiding somewhere in here too, but we're going to just go with 4. That should be plenty for fitting there. Now, these guys are actually kind of small, so like, if you look at them, they're little guys. They're kind of cute. Look at them, they're adorable. But yeah, these... not gonna lie, Corey, if you're watching, that kind of looks like your head on your Minecraft character. We might end up naming one of these things Corey. Alright, let's scoop this guy back up, though. We gotta go build an exhibit for these guys, so let's go ahead and squirt them into this backpack so I have them on me forever and ever and ever until next week. And then let's go get to building one of these exhibits. Now, after doing a little bit of research on these, it looks like they live in South America primarily. So we're going to try to go match the jungles of South America kind of look in there to kind of camouflage and mirror their environment that they live in. Okay, so I'm thinking that if we're going to be building like a jungle area in here, we're going to need a little bit more space, a little bit more depth. And that little like inlet right there in the back of the cave, I'm thinking about having that dip down just a little bit so you'd only be able to really see kind of stuff maybe if you're over here. I was going to say if you're over here, but I have a better idea now. What if we had the higher elevation up front over there and it dipped down to a lower elevation over here so you could actually still see all of the stuff, even if like you're right here, because the hill itself is going to be like right here, kind of diagonal. I don't know. That's what my brain's telling me. My brain's also telling me that I'm going to need to be sleeping pretty soon because creepers be creeping and it'd be nighttime. So, but I'm going to get to digging this area out, and we're going to get the general shape for what this exhibit's going to look like, at least the ground. Hi, buddy. You're still in there. That's really nice to see. You guys like to get out a lot, and I hate that. But it looks like you guys are staying in there right now. That's pretty good. Oh, I did it. I dug out the area of the land, like I said, a little sloping hillside here, kind of diagonal, like heading down to this lower area here, which I might put like some little patches of water with the lily pads on them or something like that, similar to what I did in here. Just make sure that they have water in there, simply because I think that a river would look really good, but I really don't know. I'm pretty sure that these things can swim, because I think I found some like swimming actually nearby a village or something, but I don't want them to die. I don't want them to drown. So I'm like terrified of that right now. So unless they're actually an animal that I know is aquatic, like a beaver, I'm not going to be putting water in here. Not anything that they can get into and drown in. So, alright, so we need to make this place look like a jungle. Now, it's interesting because this right here is jungle-esque. A little bit different, but jungle-esque. And so this is going to be full-on, like, jungle though. So we're talking, like, heavy foliage on the canopy for sure. On the top part there, coming out of the, like, where the oh, that's andesite. I thought that was bird poop for a second. Coming out of the ceiling, creating a canopy of leaves. How am I doing on leaves anyway? I didn't even check that. Like a true professional, I don't have anything ready. We got almost three stacks of jungle leaves. Might have to go grab more of those things. But first, I do need concrete powder. I might need more than that, maybe, because I need to make this ground here look probably a lot similar to this one, actually. Maybe a little less dirt. Less dirt, more grass. And get this all whipped into shape. So first we're going to be adding some green concrete powder, because if you've seen these series before, you know that I love adding green concrete powder to grass even, because it creates a different shade of green, but it's like the same texture. See how that looks like? That looks really good, I'm thinking. So I'll sprinkle that in here occasionally in places, and then we'll get on to moving on to the rest of the blocks that I need to add. Okay, with the green concrete powder added, we can go ahead and sprinkle in the rest of the blocks. Now, I said less dirt than in this one behind me here with the koalas. That doesn't mean no dirt. So we are going to sprinkle in just a little bit. Ooh, not that much, actually. A little. The haste really does throw me off sometimes. We're going to sprinkle in just a little bit of dirt in here, just to kind of break it up a wee bit. I think it always looks good adding a little bit of coarse dirt into a ground that you're trying to make look like a forested ground. Now, this is a jungle, so it's not going to be exactly forested, but it is going to have a little bit of dirt poking through. Okay, I think that's plenty actually. I don't really need to add any more than that. There's yeah, I think adding more might actually be a detriment to it. Now, same thing with the podzol. I'm gonna sprinkle in a wee bit of this occasionally here or there. Not gonna overdo it either because this is brown and we're looking for more greenery in this area. But I think that sprinkling just a little bit of podzol will add a nice little touch to it. And last but not least, I usually like to do something like gravel, but I think what I'm going to do is just a very rare occasional bit of stone actually poking up. Just because I think that's going to look, it's going to look pretty good. Now, I don't really want to put it on the slope. I think I'm going to, oop, that was too much. I kind of want to put it down on the ground actually so that you don't see the side of it. But yeah, I'm thinking just occasional bit of stone poking up here or there will look pretty nifty. And now that we got this done, actually, we can go right into doing the path block. So we can actually mat this down quite a bit in places to make this look like it's been walked on a lot. Now, the sloths, I'm thinking, are not going to be doing a lot of walking on the ground. But, you know, they might actually kind of waddle across it occasionally if they want to get to, like, a food bowl or something. I just realized I haven't really been putting food bowls in any of these things. Like, I don't have them tamed, so they're not going to starve to death. But it's just kind of one of those things, like, I probably should be adding, like, food bowls. Maybe we'll do that this episode. And behold, we have a jungle floor. Okay, now this is just the canvas, really. We got to do all the vegetation and foliage on top of it. This gravel back here is really kind of tripping me out. I don't really like it. I think I'm going to get rid of it real fast. There, that's a little bit better. All right, let's go ahead and stash those blocks I just dug up. All right, so vegetation, we're going for jungle-esque here. So one idea that I had in mind, if you guys remember the owl exhibit that I did not too long ago, I had like a big tree trunk kind of going up one side that I actually built like a hole in the center so the owls could go in there and whatnot. I'm thinking about doing something similar, but making it like maybe a big root kind of coming up here or whatever, and then going into the vegetation. So for that, we're going to actually need the wood backpack. Let's go ahead, and I probably don't need fir wood anymore. I'm not going to be using fir wood for this part. I wouldn't mind using jungle wood, but I don't have any of that in here. Oh, actually I do right there. I have 25 whole pieces. That's not enough. You know what? We need to take a trip because I'm going to need more leaves for sure. But we need to take a little bit of a flight here. And we need to head down to the jungle to the south and get some more leaves and get some jungle wood. So let's fly. And home sweet home. All right, we're back. I did collect an extra couple stacks of jungle wood there, so I got that going for me at least. So we got like 2.5 stacks. That should be plenty for me to build like what looks like a vine kind of going up the side there. It really makes me wish that I was in the version of Minecraft where I could get the like the bark blocks, you know, with the bark on all sides, but I'm not, so I'm not going to cry about it. But let's go ahead and start getting to work on setting up this vine kind of going up the side, maybe having it split part way. I don't know how this is going to look. This could turn out really bad, but we're going to go for it anyway. Something kind of like that. It forks a little. It goes two different directions. I kind of want to change one thing up, though, that I'm seeing just now that I got back to talking to you guys. I want to change this up here. I want to bring this over a little bit. And it probably doesn't look like much while I'm doing it because I'm just constantly looking up and down. But I want to take that one out right there. Actually, you know what? Maybe we should just keep it. Hold on. What does that look like? Let me just take a step back. Yeah, actually, I like it. Okay, we'll keep that. Yeah. All right, so that's like the tree trunk. I collected way too much jungle wood. Way too much. But that's fine. That's fine. We'll get over it. So now I got to add the foliage. I want to start with the roof, actually, because it's kind of dark up there also. I do want to hide a little glowstone in the roof, maybe like 2 pieces someplace. And that way people can actually see the sloths while they're up there. Obviously, that would be kind of boring if they climbed up there and then you couldn't see them at all. So let's go ahead. I guess we'll just use jungle wood for my building blocks. I should have probably done the path blocks later when I didn't have to put down blocks here because they're going to turn to grass. Or dirt and then grass. Now, it's probably pretty tough to see this on YouTube, so let's actually slap down a torch so I can see what I'm doing. I guess maybe you focus on getting the... Oh, there's some bird poop right there. Look at that. How foolish of me. I missed that. Let's focus on getting... Actually, bird poop, you might have come in handy right now, at least removing you. Let's put a glowstone piece right there, and then we'll cover that up with some foliage. And that will be... Is that enough, actually? That lights this place up really good. Like, quite a bit, actually. That might be enough. All right, let's fill this all in with leaf blocks now, with jungle leaves. And then let's see if I can't make the roof of this place look a little bit like it's an overgrown mess. Okay, that is a lot of jungle leaves up there. There's also a few oak leaves spattered in there too, to just kind of add a little texture change occasionally. But I'm thinking that looks actually really good. Okay, I like how there's a little bit of light emitting from it as well. There's not a lot of the cave left up on top there, but since there is still just a little bit, let's go ahead and grab ourselves a couple of cobble slabs here. Maybe some blocks of some kind to get up there. And what we should do is we should actually kind of give this a little bit of a custom touch in this area too, if I can. Like I said, there's not much left. What I actually really want to do, I need more cobblestone, which should hopefully, possibly, maybe be in the ground backpack. Yep, there is a little bit. Actually, this is the stuff I want right here, and I might not need any more than what I have right there. So let's just, I need the blocks again to get up there. Let's go ahead and try, will these connect to the leaf blocks? Oh, if they connect to the leaf blocks, this whole idea is going right out the window. No, they don't. Okay, good. That's awesome. So let's pillar up here occasionally, and slap one of these guys down. Can I get this one? Yeet, got it. Slap one of these guys down up there, so it looks like there's like a little bit of stalactite. Oh, that one's not connected. Stalactite sticking through the top of the cave, you know, through the brush on top, you know. That's what I'm going for anyway. Let's see if it actually looks all right when I'm all done. Okay, I think that's probably good enough for the ceiling there. There's not a lot of space for me to put, like, you know, roots coming down and stuff, so I think that's all I'm going to do. There's also not a lot of space for me to customize this either. There's just, I mean, I guess it already is custom. When you look at it, I mean, there's a bunch of leaves up there. That's not normally found in a cave, so yeah, I think that's all I'm going to do there. Now, let's work on the foliage down here, though. I did add a little bit of, like, gravel and some little rocks coming off the back wall there, too, just to kind of give it a little texture change. But I'm also going to be adding a whole lot of foliage too. So let's grab some of these dead leaves, not a whole lot of them though, some of these oak leaves, and also some jungle leaves as well. And I kind of want to add something for the sloths to like climb on a little bit. So squid backpack, what do you have for me? Do you have anything that I could use that would look fairly well? I mean, oak fences I think might be a fair attempt at this. But let's use some of this jungle wood and oak fences here, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna create like a little decorative thing for them to actually like climb up on. You know, it's basically just like like that. That might actually be it, just a little something for them to climb on, you know. So these things can actually like go up, climbing up a log and like hang on to something and whatnot. Now, if I could do like vertical or horizontal poles, I would absolutely do that, but you can't really do that with this because that doesn't really work so well. I could use, actually, hold on, I could use squid backpack. Where are you? I need you desperately in my life. I could use, hold on, this is good. Hold on, inspiration, rope. I could use rope. Name one thing you need a rope for. Well, I found one. If anyone's watched Boondock Saints, you know the reference. All right, so what if, oh, hold on, it's coming to me now. The inspirations are coming. What if, because this kind of lines up almost right here, but let's actually attach this thing here. Maybe knock off that top one right there. And actually, let's just knock that off. Can I attach the rope to these things? No. Oh, I thought these went. Oh. Failure, people. Failure. I thought these went horizontal, and apparently they do not. So that sucks. I was gonna have a line go right across there. Is there such a thing as like a line? There's so much about this mod that I still don't know. I haven't played it for years. You'd think that I would know it, but no, there isn't. I mean, I could put a string that would literally do it, but you can't really see strings, so that doesn't really do any good. End rods, but those things glow, and they definitely don't look quite right. Glass, I think does the same. No, glass does the same thing as fences. Stained glass panes, anyway. I think I'm SOL on that one. I don't think I can actually get like a rope going across there. I would love to though, because I think that would look great. But for right now, maybe we'll just leave a couple of these little fences around for them to climb on. And the rest we'll do with foliage on the bottom, on the ground someplace. Alright, and trying to add a little custom detail here also. I think it would look pretty good if I put like a little mini rock pile right here. Just a little something kind of right up against the edge right here. Take this one out, for example. And maybe actually put some stone in down here on the ground. A little pile of stones I'm thinking would look pretty good. Okay, foliage. Now, we're talking about leaves and stuff on the ground here. Let's go ahead and actually remove some torches here and figure out where I kind of need to put some lighting. It's going to look terrible on YouTube, I know, but I need to figure out where I need to put some lighting in here. Obviously, in that back corner, I'm thinking is a really important spot. So I'm going to hide some lighting in the ground again, and then we might even build, like bushes or something on top of it. But for right now, it's got to go. I got to get a glowstone here. For now, it's got to go in the ground right about here. Alright, glowstone has been added. Looks nice and bright in there now, actually, which is good. I mean, it is daytime, so this corner right here will be lit up pretty bright anyway. But back here, this was like pitch black back here, and I think this looks a lot better now. This back corner might be a problem, but we can fix that right now. Let's go ahead and get to adding some bushes in here and making this place look a little bit more jungle-esque. Hold on, this guy come up right here. Making this look a little bit more jungle-esque. Like, it's kind of full of life a little bit, you know? That's what we're going for. We're gonna be sprinkling in bushes all around the place like that. I want the ground of this place to be actually mostly covered, I'm thinking, because if it is in the jungles, there's a lot of stuff in the jungles. Although, if I go too crazy on this, I'm not gonna have any place to put any like plants actually from the plant backpack, wherever that is, right there. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to add any of this stuff if I go too nuts. So maybe I'll have to not put a lot of leaf blocks on the ground, just so I have room to put other plants. But I'm going to spatter in a couple bushes here. Let's see what I can make here if I just kind of use my creative mind. Okay, there we go. I think that added quite a bit of foliage in this without taking up every spot that was available here for anything else. Let's go ahead and put all of these leaves away because they take up a lot of room in my inventory, as well as whatever else we can squeeze in here just to get it out here. Bird poop, I'm going to throw you out because I do not even want you in my inventory. Be gone, bird poop. Alright, so we need to add some actual vegetation in here now. I did mention earlier in the episode that I want to put, like, maybe a little thing of water in here, and I guess I should probably get to doing that before I get too carried away. Let's actually hide it right, like, back here. I know it's, like, really insignificant, but we're going to put it right back there. And then I also need to plant backpack desperately. Let's put, like, a flowering lily pad on it. There we go, perfect. So how does that look? Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. So they'll have at least a bit of water in here. Now, plant backpack. What do you have for me? Let's get some actual bamboo growing in here too after I eat one on the ground on accident because my fat fingers. let's actually get a little bit of bamboo growing in here actually. Now I think this stuff will grow 2 spots actually, so that might actually look a little weird. Hold on, let me grab a piece of string and that way I can put it, we'll stop it right here from growing any further. So if that grows up 1, that's fine. If it doesn't, I guess that's fine too. Actually, you know what, no, I can't. Okay, if that grows up 1, that's fine. And then we'll put one down here. I need another piece of string. Let's go ahead and grab one of these things. And we're gonna put that right on. Never mind. That bamboo is gone. It's gone, people. It's like a magic trick. Let's put it right there. That way, that won't grow up at all. So hopefully, this one grows 1. I really thought that there was a way that I could. Let's get a block of some kind. Yeah, there we go. I could plant one next to it there, and it'll be fine. So this, I don't think can grow anymore now that I got the string on there. And so from back here where the viewing area is, that looks like a nice little added detail back there. I really like the tree. I think that turned out pretty good. All right, and then these bromeliads. I haven't figured out how to pronounce this thing. We're gonna go ahead and dot these things in here too, all over the place. Maybe not right in front of the bamboo, but we'll dot these in all over the place too. Kind of, these definitely look jungle-y. And I think they're found in the jungle too. I remember seeing a couple while I was in there digging up some more leaf blocks today. So, all right, now these coral berries and chiltepin, sure. I think I found these actually in the jungle, as well as these purple flowers here too. We're gonna just throw all of these in here too, someplace. This one can go right here. That cave noise actually made me jump. Not gonna lie. I actually jumped. I was like, "What is that?" All right, okay, cave noises aside, let's get back to placing some of these things. Just gonna sprinkle in a little bit of this vegetation in here. I can't overdo it too much. I do have to leave a little bit for the tall grass too, but we'll find homes for some of this stuff. All right, I added as much as I could. Now we're gonna make some, we're gonna get some dead leaves here, but we're also gonna make some live leaf piles too, to sprinkle in here. And I'm thinking, let's see, let's get some live leaves down here as well, and then we'll sprinkle in a little bit of the dead leaves, and we'll see how this turns out then. Okay, I'm thinking that's about as much foliage as I can squeeze in here with what I got. Let's go ahead and put in some bone meal now. Let's grab a few bones out of here as well, so we can get more bone meal. And then we're gonna make some tall grass in the area, and that should be about it. Oh, that's the wrong stuff. I played Minecraft before. That should be about it then. I'm thinking this place will be basically done. We just gotta seal it up with the glass, and then do a little bit of work on the outside here, similar to what we did with this area. Where are you going, buddy? You're just climbing away. You're just going for a little trip up there. I hope these guys don't fall and kill themselves. I haven't heard them taking damage, so I think they're good. But yeah, hopefully they don't fall off and kill themselves. Same thing goes for the sloths. I also forgot to add these Rafflesia flowers also. I kind of want to put them in here too, because I think these look very jungle-like. And I just totally forgot, but we'll squeeze them in now. Tell you, there's not a lot of spots for bone meal. There's really not. I think I got most of this stuff covered up here. So I'm thinking that's about all I can squeeze in there, which it doesn't look bad by any means. Definitely doesn't look bad. Hopefully that kind of looks jungle-esque. Sort of does. I mean, I could add like cocoa pods and stuff to the tree and stuff, and that would just kind of make it look more like Minecraft jungle-like. So I'm not really too interested in doing that. But let's get the glass backpack out here. And then I also did have one dandelion growing. I just couldn't do it. I'm getting better at it, but I just couldn't do it. I didn't think it looked good in here. But let's get the glass backpack out, wherever that is. I always have a hard time seeing it right there. Okay. And let's grab ourselves a whole bunch of glass. I'm going to have to probably chisel a few more of these things as well. And then we're going to fill in this area where I have the cobblestone. And that should be the exhibit sealed off and looking good. Now, there is one thing I mentioned earlier in this episode that I need to do before I just completely seal this thing off totally. And that is, I need to put a food trough in there. I said I was going to do that this episode, and I'm a man of my word. I'm going to do it. So let's get the glass in first, and let's go make ourselves a barrel then and put some food in it. Okay, there we go. Glass is put in. I should be able to make the barrel right here, because I believe it just takes grass, or kibble and planks, I think. Hold on, let me double check that, actually. I might be totally wrong. Barrel. Yeah, just planks and kibble in it. And I think I even have, yeah, I have a bunch of kibble. Remember, early in this series, I was planning on taming the animals and doing the whole shebang, you know? Except I'm terrible at keeping things alive in a virtual world. So if I tame these things, they'd probably all starve to death. So, and, you know, time is always a thing. That's the whole reason why we didn't actually tame them this season, was just because of time. But I should be able, I did originally plan on it, and as a result, I have kibble. So let me get one of these things ready. And we're gonna make ourselves a. I need the wood backpack. We're gonna make ourselves a barrel for these sloths. Now, which I can probably get this fastest. So let's go ahead and grab some of these planks. I'm trying to sit there and think, well, which one I wanted to actually use. Barrel. Okay, food barrel has been acquired. Look at us go. Yeah, I kind of want to put it in the ground someplace. Maybe we'll put it up here. So there's water down there, food up here. Yeah, let's put it like right here. Now, if I remember correctly, you can actually right-click on a barrel, and it turns it into that the color there, which I think looks kind of cool. And then, what do sloths even eat? I don't even know. I'm assuming that they're vegetarians, like they eat like fruits and nuts and stuff like that. But I don't actually know that. I gotta look real quick. Okay, yeah. One Google search later, twigs, leaves, and fruits is what they eat. So I guess we're going with vegetables in there. So let me fly back here, grab ourselves maybe some. What can I put in there? Oh, God, I just smashed that same fence post. Hey, the tree's still in the zebra, or the zebra's still in the tree. The tree's still in the zebra. That'd be horrific. What can we throw in there to be like plant life? Smashing the ground. I guess carrots. We can just throw carrots in there. Why not? Let's just throw some carrots in there. There we go. All right, got some carrots in there. Got some vegetables for them to munch on. I'm thinking that they'll like that. Maybe they like potatoes better. I'm not too sure. I can always change that up if I need to. But there we go. I think we got the sloth exhibit. I guess there's maybe one more thing I'm going to add to this before we get out of here. And I am going to probably add a few stones around the place just to kind of give it a little bit of extra life. If I have a single spot to put them, I actually don't know if I do. We'll sprinkle them in wherever we can. There's probably not going to be a lot of them here. I did put one by the stone pile to make it make sense, like it kind of flaked off there. Yeah, there's not a lot of space. Not a lot of space. This is kind of dark back there. I'm going to throw them back there just to make sure nothing spawns. There's just not a lot of space in this place. Okay, I guess that's all we're going to do. I think I've stored these in the squid backpack, actually. So, yeah, I do. I think that's it. I think that is the sloth exhibit. Hopefully you guys like it, and if you do, let me know down in the comment section if you think this looks like a good sloth exhibit, if it looks jungle-y. This was supposed to look more like, you know, the eucalyptus forest, so it wasn't supposed to be like a super jungle or anything like that. This is supposed to be jungle. So, I don't know. What do you guys think? Does it kind of look like a jungle exhibit? I also have 4 sloths that are in desperate need of naming, so you guys know what to do. Let me inhale a chicken, though, and then I think that's going to be it for today, though. I'm thinking that is all we're going to get around to building. So if you did enjoy it, though, please go down and smash that like button. It would really help me out a lot. And thank you guys so much for donating your eyeballs and ear holes to this episode. I will be back next week with more ZAWA for your eyeballs to enjoy. So thanks again for watching. Hopefully you guys had a wonderful Thanksgiving, and I will see you guys next week. Bye-bye.